Hi, everybody. Welcome to another Chats with Chaudhry. I hope you're safe and well. Today, I'm delighted to be joined by Philippe Linard, who is the Early Development Leader at Sanofi, and he is presenting at the DDF North American Summit next week. And I have to pronounce this, amorphous solid dispersion strategies in early stage development and technology choice. And so we're going to talk about Philippe's presentation. But first of all, Philippe, bonjour, how are you, my friend?
Good, thank you. I am very well. I am delighted to participate in this virtual session of the USA DDF. Although I would have preferred to attend it physically, of course.
Yeah.
However, I am certain that many ideas, expertise, case study exchange will be exciting scientifically, of course.
Well, I'm sure. In fact, it just reminded me that DDF Summit North America in Boston last year was my first live event when I was working for myself, and you were one of my first interviewees actually that we did the
Really?
video when we did the video from the show
Yes.
in Boston. So this is like a trip down memory lane. So this is almost like an anniversary to do this video with you. So it's lovely to see you again, Philip.
Yes.
Okay, so before we start talking about your amorphous solid dispersion and why that's important, perhaps you could tell people a little bit about your role within Sanofi.
Of course, so I am a chemist by background. I had a PhD in the CNRS, French National Research Center. And then I went for a postdoc in chemistry lab also, prestigious Professor Oppolzer laboratory in Switzerland. Then I joined Saint-Elabo in 1993 for chemical development position, and I occupied several positions. And in 2003, I was expatriated in the USA for 3 years as chemical development director. And when I came back to France, I worked for 10 years in pharmaceutical science department, and now I have an early development coordinator role for several programs at the interface of research and development.
Right, well, it must be an exciting role then. You must have lots of projects ongoing at any given one time.
Exactly. More, it's very exciting as this position, and it's about my number of projects is 5 to 6 projects in parallel.
Right. Okay. And do you mind me asking, how long does a normal project take? I'm sure it varies depending on the project, but how long are these projects?
Can be several years,
Really?
up to several years. Yes.
Right. Okay. So let's talk about amorphous solid dispersion. What is it and why is it so important?
Right. My talk will be focused on amorphous solid dispersion, or ASD, and more particularly focus on early technology choices which must be made prior to the first clinical phase, even before toxicology program. Indeed, the right choice among about 10 different technology must be made early, even before the preclinical development. And it allows to embark CMC team towards the most appropriate technology to leverage the vivo performance of the formulation.
Right. So not to give too much away, because obviously we want people to listen to your presentation next week. You don't want to preempt it, but what can people expect to see in your presentation next week?
Attendee to my talk will understand the methodology and the rationale to select the right ASD technology, and also my associated recommendation.
Right. I mean, you mentioned 10 different technologies. What sort of technologies are there that people can look at when they're looking at that early stage?
Spray drying, milling, hot melt extrusion, and technology like this.
Right. Okay. Now, given that I'm fortunate to have you here, looking at pre-drug development, what do you see as the main challenges for companies in this area?
Yes, good question. In fact, the selection of the small synthetic molecule for clinical phase must be, of course, based on activity, potency, and the therapeutic index of the molecule. But now in Sanofi, we realize that the choice must be made also with confidence regarding the CMC developability towards the first in human and also for the clinical proof of concept.
Right. Now, I've got a question. Obviously, particularly with the vaccines now, everyone's talking about large molecules and proteins and other things like that. So what do you see the future for small molecules? You know, because all the press is always talking about large molecules and biologics and everything else. So where do you see small molecules developing in the future?
The small molecule are playing an important role in many therapeutic. You have to know that up to 70 to 80% of the new chemical entities are synthetic molecule. This year in 2020, so it became very important. It is less communicated this year because you're right of the vaccine against coronavirus.
Right. Okay. Now, looking at DDF in a bit more depth, I mean, I know networking is very important, but from your point of view, what are you really looking forward to apart from your presentation at DDF?
Yes, I participate many times in DDF, or one time in Boston and several times in Berlin and in Europe. And in fact, I am expecting to have a great networking with scientists and with other colleagues. And this will be obviously my main the main outcome, and also to have also to increase my personal knowledge about formulation would be also a big outcome.
Right. And one final question. Obviously, you speak a lot of events, you attend a lot of events. What's been your view of the virtual events out there compared to, I know they're not the same thing and you can't really compare a live event to a virtual event, but what do you think have been the positives out of virtual events and areas they might improve upon?
So far, I haven't. I have participated only to one virtual event. I mean, externally, not within Sanofi. So it is the quality of the video, the exchange are improving always. So I think we can expect almost everything equal to a non-virtual summit.
Brilliant. Okay, well, thank you very much for taking time out. I know you're a very, very busy man with all the projects that you're working, so I appreciate taking some time out to talk to me this morning. So as Philippe said, he's presenting next week at the DDF North American Summit. The full details will be above the video with the dates and the links to register if you're not there already. And if you are there, then obviously please make sure you check out Philippe's presentation. I'm sure he'll be delighted if you join him and obviously engage with some Q&A with him at the end of that as well. So Philippe, all that's left for me to say is thank you very much for your time. I really appreciate you taking time to talk to me this morning.
Okay, thank you very much.
And thank you everybody for watching. I hope you found it useful. If you want to know more about the topic Philippe's presented about, by all means, please put some comments below the video. Check out his presentation as well. And Philippe, one final question. If people do want to know more about this particular topic, are there any good sources that you can recommend for people to turn to get more information?
What's that? Sorry.
Are there any good sources that you would recommend for people to get more information about your particular topic?
Obviously, you okay. Obviously, you'll have you can have a very good paper from some internal colleague of Sanofi. In fact, it will be mentioned in my talk.
Brilliant. Okay, well, look, that's all we've got time for. So once again, Philippe, thank you for your time. Thank you for watching. And as always, until next time, stay well and stay safe. Bye-bye.
Okay, thank you. Goodbye.